Simon's Exquisite Knowledge Search. In this episode of S.E.K.S, we tackle reincarnation. Reincarnation. That's pronunciation with phonetics and whatever. So now, basically, reincarnation, as you probably already understand, is about when a guy dies and then he's just like reborn into another guy. And I'm gonna be focusing on like Hinduism or Buddhism, whichever, and because whatever. Anyway, so a person, like if he dies and he's reborn, that's basically how we understand it. But there are rules. 1, 2, 3, and by that many rules, I mean there's only like one rule, which is like karma. Karma is their own rule, and basically it means when a person does bad stuff, he turns into something crappy, like a roach. And when he does good stuff, he turns into something awesome, like, Iron Man or whatever. Anyway, so like, there are 5 things you can reincarnate into. 6, depending on, what your beliefs are. It's different from different cultures. And now the first one is Naraka. This is the lowest form of reincarnation. It is one of the 2 hells. Well, there are actually probably about 17 different Narakas, something like that. But they're basically divided into 2, which is like the hot burning Naraka and the frigid cold Naraka. And despite how crappy it sounds, it isn't forever. None of these reincarnations are permanent. You still get reborn into a different rebirth place, realm thingy, depending on how much karma you accumulate within a specific birth area. Now the next one is Preta. This is the second worst one, and it's pretty much all the wandering spirits and junk around the world. And you're thinking, oh, there's nothing wrong with that, but spirits, it literally means hungry spirit. And when I say hungry spirit, it just means like you're always hungry, you're always grumbling, you're always dissatisfied with your existence. The next one is animal, and then in animal you've got your doggies and your mices and your cats and your fishies and your roaches and whatnot. And well, basically that's it. Animals, it's pretty straightforward. And the next one is human. Humans, a whole bunch of different kinds of people, and this is considered the best place to be reborn into. That's because humans are always asking questions and whatnot, and they're always wondering whatever, and because of that, they have the best chance of reaching nirvana. Wow. And the next one is devas. Devas is like your gods and spirits and your holy whatevers and your joyous stuff. And if you put it in like Greek mythology terms, it's like these are your Zeuses and your Hades and your Poseidons and whatever. These are the people with ultimate power. And you might think, oh, wow, that would be pretty awesome to get into compared to humans. Why would humans be better? It's because in Devas, you're so satisfied with what you have that you don't try to get more good karma, and because of that, you don't get to nirvana. The next one and the final one is Asura. This is where the other cultures differentiate. They don't really agree that this is one of the realms, but some say it is. Anyway, Asura is pretty much your demigods, your titans, the people who are not quite gods yet, but they have like more power than other mortal beings. Mortal with like quotation marks, because pretty much everyone's mortal technically. And now these Asura, although that they have high power, that they've gotten a lot of good karma, it wasn't enough to get the Devas, but it was more than enough for human stuff. And because of that, a lot of people see Asura as like jealous creatures. You might figure they're all good and whatever, but because they're like unhappy with their state, they lose their goodness and whatnot, and they become like all evil, like the demons and junk. And Asura literally means jealous titan. And that's pretty much all of them. Any questions? or holy whatevers, or holy whatevers, or holy whatevers.